We begin with the profile of Zak Zinter, one of the most gentle giants you'll ever meet off the field. The standout football player from North Andover recently finished his career at Buckingham Brown and Nichols School in Cambridge. What happened in late December is inspiring, and it's what prompted us to share his story with you. Playing football at the highest level is truly a family commitment. From the early days when Zak Zinter showed signs of promise, his parents, Tiffany and Paul, were with him every step of the way. That promise took him to BB&N, where Zak set himself apart every day.
When people ask me about how good Zak is, I say he's the best high school football player I've seen at any position. He has the measurables, the 6'6", the 315 dimensions, but he also has the work ethic.
One of the top offensive linemen in the country with an academic prowess to match, Zak had 28 scholarship offers to choose from. Pigskin powerhouses like Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Michigan. Scholastic standouts like Duke, Yale, and Harvard. They were lining up to sign Zak, but he chose the maize and blue.
I really focused on my academics a lot, so I actually just got accepted into the kinesiology, School of Kinesiology, which has sports management, so that was really exciting. So definitely once I knew Michigan was a place, high academic school, I really focused on athletics and academics so I could be able to get in.
Football's going to come to an end someday, unfortunately, right? We hope it's many years down the road, but it could be next year, you just never know. But I think the education that he has, that he got here at BB&N and what he'll get in Michigan is something he can take forth the rest of his life.
His signing wasn't unlike any of the other dozens I've covered in more than 20 years. Surrounded by teammates and friends, celebrating the next step. What was different was what happened next.
There we go. Everybody rise.
Minutes after signing his letter of intent, Zak graduated from BB&N in a special ceremony. Administrators, advisors, and his mom sharing some special thoughts to the graduating class of one.
You always set your goals extremely high, and even I think, oh my gosh, he'll never be able to accomplish that, but I never tell him that because you always want the best for your kid. And but he always does it.
We go alphabetically, right?
We go alphabetically.
Oh, look at that. Zachary Lyle Zinter.
Very, very awesome, unique, memorable graduation that he was given. That was really awesome that BB&N did that for him.
So why the rush? Zak had somewhere to be, on the practice field in Ann Arbor.
Coach Harbaugh came over for the home visit. We're just eating dinner. He's like, you graduate on the 20th, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want to come practice with us 21st, 22nd, 23rd? I'm like, huh? And he's like, yeah. He's like, full pass. I'm like, oh, let's go.
Zak was ecstatic, was like, oh, I'm in, coach. And I was like, wait, okay, we have flights to go to Florida, but whatever this opportunity you can't pass up. So we were able to rearrange some things and make this a reality for him, because what an awesome experience for him to be able to go this early and be a part of the team. Like, that's what Coach said, you're part of the team.
We would also like to give a very special shout out today to Zak Zinter. He just graduated high school a semester early and is on his way to the University of Michigan to play football. Let's give him a warm welcome to his new home here in Michigan. Go Blue!
Since he was enrolling early, Zak was eligible to practice with the Wolverines before their trip to the Citrus Bowl.
I think back to if I was an 18-year-old, and I was told, a couple of days ago that I would be practicing with Michigan when I was probably actually figuring out, where my mom's Christmas cookies were going to be, and now we're going out to Michigan to practice with a great football team. I mean, your head would be spinning and swimming and all those things. So it's an awesome opportunity for him to get his feet wet.
24 hours after receiving his high school diploma, he was with his new teammates in full uniform. There's a long lineage of success on the offensive line at Michigan. Players like John Runyon, John Jansen, Jeff Backus, Steve Hutchinson, Taylor Lewan. The list is impressive, and Zak has a long way to go before he achieves what those players have before him. Keeping the right perspective, now that's monumental.
Stay humble, stay competitive, be a great teammate. We've asked a lot of the different coaches that we've been around. It's like, hey, what advice do you have for a guy like Zak? And the thing we've kind of heard consistently is, be yourself, be humble, go in there with a competitive edge.
So far, it's been a successful blueprint. Now he's just got to add a little maze to it.
I've been dreaming about this since I can remember. Everything I've done, the weight room, the academics, it's all been leading up to this. To be able to walk into a college locker room, see my name, my number, jersey, uniform, clothes, all that kind of stuff, be able to walk out on the field, maize and blue, experience of a lifetime.
Zach is already enrolled as a student in Ann Arbor. He's taking classes, said things are going pretty well so far. He's also going to take part in spring workouts. He'll be ready to go next season as a true freshman. Big thanks to his parents, Tiffany and Paul, for helping with some of that video work and doing a great job raising a terrific family.